ndiko vatanganedza kha production ya Red Dice. Nṋe ndi pfi Khodimpilo namusi ndi ḓo vha ri tshi khou vha na nyambedzano na musidzanyana ane a vha uri ndi muswa ane a vha uri a khou tshila hanefha Venḓa kha ḽa Ṱhohoyanḓou. Ndi muthu ane a vha uri u khou ita zwithu zwine zwa vha uri zwi a mangadza, a zwo ngo ḓowelea nga maanḓa ri tshi khou sedza kha vhathu vhane a vha uri ndi vhaswa. Dzina ḽawe ndi Gudani, fhedzi nṋe thi khou nyaga u tou ambesa zwinzhi. Hoyu muthu ndi hanefha, ndi ene ane a ḓo vha tshi khou ri ṱalutshedza zwinzhi. Ndi madekwana Gudani?
Madekwana avhuḓi,
ndo ṱhanu
nṋe ndo ṱa ndi vhusangea.
fhedziha ri tou thoma kha nyambedzano, ri khou ḓo vha na nyambedzano ndapfu badi. Ndi khou nyaga uri ri ḓivhe uri Gudani ndi nnyi, zwo itaho uri ri kone u ḓiwana namusi ri tshi khou vha na heyi nyambedzano ndi mini, na uri po Gudani u takalela zwifhio. Fhedzi kha ri tou thoma kha Gudani a tshi khou tou bebiwa. Ri tshi khou amba nga Gudani ri khou amba nga nnyi, o no bva gai, ane a vha uri khamusi a alutshela gai, u ita mini Gudani?
Okay, Gudani o bebiwa kha shango ḽa Tshimbupfe. If vhathu vha tshi ḓivha saidi dza vho Vuwani nga ngei ndi shangoni nyana. And u bva hanefho ndo ḓi dzhena zwikolo zwa nga ngeno ndi tshi ḓi tou traveler from that side. Ndo dzhena vho Happy Tots, ndo dzhena tshikolo tsha Rema. From there we moved to Thohoyanḓou Block M nga 1998. Then that's when we moved to Manin. So from there nda dzhena zwikolo zwo no nga vho Hill Mary, Amarillo. I was a mover of schools, so ndo dzhena zwikolo zwinzhi nga maanḓa. I also went to Mbilwi. From Mbilwi I went to St. Augustine, so that's where nda ita grade 12 hone. From there I went to University of Johannesburg, where I did audiovisual communications in more of media studies, and there I was more focused on behind the scenes. So the practical, your intern, your learnerships was more of in production. I also did learnership at SABC. I also worked for Soweto production company, which we did a show, Masingita. I was an editor there. So I was more of like an editor, camera person, and script writing. So, but then as time went on, because I've learned something that you can go for school and study something, and your future can decide otherwise. So when I studied at UJ, I had a module, communications, which was just a module, but it was not something that I was majoring on. So somehow I got an internship, communications. And then from there, that's when the direction just changed. I've been working as a communications officer, as I did also admin work as well. From there, then I worked in a finance office, so things kept evolving and evolving. So I worked since 2014 up until 2019. That's when I resigned where I was working as a communications officer. In 2012, I was still at school. I opened a company. So I named it at Palace Holdings. By then I didn't even know what I wanted to do, but I just opened a company.
And the ambition to name it Holdings.
You know. So I've always been very business minded. I remember when I was still in primary, I used to sell things at home, like the ice pop, the mayo, and even maybe I would be like, chocolate or sugar. So I think I got that from my parents, my grandmother. So it just to continue where I was, in 2019 I resigned. The at Palace Holdings, by then it was already working. We were doing cleaning services. So it started being hectic. I was like, you know what, let me just resign and focus on the company. And from there in 2020, that was the lockdown, right? Things started changing. I decided to come back home because I was based in Gauteng. I came back home and I decided to start a furniture business. And the love of that became after I knew that I'm good with interior. Like a lot of people would come to me, no, I want to buy a couch, I want to buy this, what cushions can I get? How can I match this up? So I was like, no, maybe let me just do it this and I'll figure it out as time goes.
Before Risto Genes Angamanda furniture business, I want to take you back. I want to know you better.
Okay.
Mention or you moved a lot zikoloni. Apo kuti amini ako faila or
No, I was not
or
failing.
you're not getting along with other kids. We need to know.
No, I was not failing because I remember crescendo janambiri. Your tomando jana chimbufe. And probably they thought maybe I needed to go kaya yabotendo, maybe I don't know. Then they are happy thoughts. So even ka primary, I think they were just undecisive people. So no dear Amarillo, then I was moved and I Hill Mary. And ka high school, I went to Mbiri, and I was a bit naughty there because I think it was the friends that I had. Then they had to move me to St. Augustine. Yeah.
So it was your parents deciding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I also want to take you back. You missed a few steps.
Okay.
Obebori in Gudani. I want to scale and then idea because uzikolo zinakuziyamba, but
No, never before 1991.
okay.
Yes, so I just turned 31 in Feb. Yeah.
And then set up your hayani. Are you an only? Do you have siblings?
I'm the firstborn and the only girl. Then after me, I've got 2 brothers. Yes.
Okay. Are you a mom?
Yes, I am a mom. I've got a son who just turned 6.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good thing. Then we Rdevarushko moving actually pass a grade 12. Actually decide to UJ. Where universities at Zinji, I'm sure, or you only applied Hanepo. What did you choose that school and why media studies?
I had applied Free State, and my major there was LLB, law. And at UJ also, my first choice was LLB, and the results is Chibuya. Then we waited to see who would accept a guy. Then Free State, they accepted Mika LLB, and UJ, they accepted Mika audiovisual. So ndandi na fear yoya kule. Na for yo Free State, I don't even know anyone there. But Joburg, I had family around, siblings around. So for me, it was more of a convenience for me. Or Joburg is where I know Joburg and Babatu. Then I ended up just choosing Joburg just because of the fear of going far. Yeah.
And then the experience of doing media studies, which completely you did it, but
Yeah.
you're not doing it. Did something happen to move you or shy you away from media, or it was just life? This was all right. Or days.
I wouldn't say something happened, but I think the few months and years that I was in the industry, still at school and after the internship in Zeta, I just realized it's a very tough industry. Like, it's tough. Like, you do so much work, and at the end of the day, you might find that you need to redo the work. And for me, I was like, yo, I know, I cannot. So when I got an internship in communications, I was like, wow, that's great. I've just found a good escape from the industry.
Now we come into the furniture business. Zori, you have been the go-to girl.
Yeah.
Mutashkonyago nakisa vitu mudin wow. Did you also wanna guy the love to put things together? Because unapatunero zrafa now, even now.
I think it's just it's something that's in me. It's just it's just there. I'm just that. Yeah.
COVID happened, the pandemic, unfortunately, people lost a lot of jobs, you know,
Yes,
other companies
opportunities.
closed, but fortunately for you, a new company, yeah, baby, were during the pandemic. Why furniture and, furniture making? I don't know, my interior designer would understand. And used to know that it's about fumakadzi, but furniture making, what was that? Nazi glue, una blanga, nazisaha.
Yeah.
Why choose that route?
So the initial plan was to, because the idea was to have or be an interior designer. So the initial idea was to have a store where you come in and you get almost everything, like from your bedroom to your living room to your kitchen, everything. And because obviously financially, I was like, no, one needs to start small. And looking at starting a factory, maybe ita furniture, it was more convenient to do it that way. So I was like, no, it's better I do, we make furniture. And as time goes, we will evolve and we will have a store that you can find everything, because there's a whole lot of things that even today we don't do. So it's just the few things in furniture that we do cover. Yeah.
This is some of the things that
Yes.
you made. Looking at that, Gudani. Ugudiswa ngani? I'm sure you just don't wake up namusin. Una zitu zine zafana uteveleliwa, I'm sure to end up with a product like that.
Yeah.
Ndinye muto mugudisao ozigudagai.
So I'm actually just the brains behind the furniture making. Actually, the company is Empire Lifestyle. So this is the. I had to find people who actually do the work.
Okay.
So currently, I've got 3 guys who studied. One studied carpentry, the other one studied upholstery, and the other one did both. So those are the guys behind the making of the furniture. So what I do usually is I go to a place, I see what you want, we have a discussion, we have a consultation, and I do the designing. Then I take it to the guys and they make.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So nendiso wakunontera furniture that suits me personally.
Yes.
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 Okay.
So our furniture it's custom made. It's tailor made. You tell me what you want, and then I design it for you. And if you're happy, then we make it. So you choose your own style, your own design, your own color, your own fabric, everything you choose, and then we make it the way you want.
That's very nice. Interesting.
Yes.
You've mentioned you have 3 employees.
Yes. We've got a warehouse where we're working from. Dika Zwipato Limdev Properties. It's just by the road, the Punda Maria Road, next to a car wash, Fimiru car wash. Yes, so that's where we are based. We've got a showroom where we display our furniture. Unfortunately, I couldn't carry most of the things because they're big, so we wouldn't have enough space. And on the side, we have like a warehouse where they make. So a lot of people come there and like, we do never. Like, I don't the visa like, can we go see where this is being made? So at least we have a bit of trust, no, this is where it's being made. Yeah.
I'm sure you told me last year, as a wumbuli, or it was the plan, or Totomano Torabatovararu, and I started small.
No, I started small. I had one guy when we started, and it was just me and him. And then as time went, because I was a officer to actually think this is like male dominated industry. So here I am, the Kojena Kayo, I don't know what will happen. So it was like, okay, I'll slowly grow in the industry. So Rishitoma, it was just the two of us. And yeah, now Ronaldo, it's three guys, and then there's one lady in Abaka showroom side.
Okay, that's interesting. So the government is always telling us, oh, start small businesses, we'll support you, we'll do this. But then reality, when you talk to Batwaswa, they have their ideas. But Chere Toma, Abanayo.
Yeah.
And usually I don't, and even the services faces about the why business people are not honest or
Yeah.
they don't like sharing. And I out my business which I understand she told me their raw material
Yes, yes.
Che do you toma oyuana guy starting capital, did you help someone help you out? You know,
when I started, remember I was doing the cleaning services on the side. So we were based in Joburg. So I had a contract. It's still ongoing. Yeah, cleaning. It's been 3 years now. So that at least helped a bit covering the machinery that we wanted. But then I had to take a loan from a bank. So I was like, you know what, ndandichi ofanga manda zvadzi loan zvithu credit, but I was like, furi mutu abvelele, you need to take the risks, you know. So that was my first loan that I took, and I was like, no, I'm doing this, I'm going all in. So I took the loan just to add up from what I had. Then I bought the machines and yeah, getting raw materials and everything. Yeah.
Rich naye go listening to what happened to you, what you studied, achitoma mshumari cha resigning and starting this business. Ndikunyangora na mutu ane it's out there that have the ideas. Maybe they have the means mara mwana moya opa. And because now ngantane pandemic, people lost jobs, you know, the bamwe they're just in unhappy jobs, loko opa zeros. What can you tell them to give them confidence, maybe a booster? Arare Gudani nene ono yuwane pamanini uskona nezungambalira ngorimin. What can you, just a word of advice?
I think the most important thing is to believe in yourself. Like if you believe in yourself, you can go far. And another thing for me, it's I take God as a friend of mine. Like I'm like, hey God, I know I'm leaving this to you. I just want it to be solved, you know. So I think believe in yourself, and after that, do not be scared to take risks. Like for you, if you hear stories of people who are up there, they went through a lot, they took risks, they, even if it fails, somehow you'll pull through. So just take that step and just start with what you want to do. But you cannot just sit and say, oh, I'm scared to resign, I'm scared to leave. I remember when I resigned where I was working, I thought of it on a Sunday. And I just sat there and I drafted the letter. And Monday morning I sent it. I didn't tell anyone because I knew if I tell my mom, if I tell friends, or, you know, they'll be like, hi, why are you doing that? What are you doing? So I'm like, no, I'm keeping quiet. I'm just doing this on my own. And I remember the same week I was going to work, I was listening to radio, and I was listening to people. They were telling their stories of how they've been scared to resign. One lady mentioned that she wrote a resignation letter. She's been with it for like 2 years. She's scared to resign. So I think it blocks a lot of people from doing good or from actually opening up to being yourself. So it's just a matter of take off. I'm doing this. God is there. He'll pull me through.
Yeah. There's a cleaning company. There's Empire Lifestyle. Chimwe chineranga chiraverera kubva kaGudani moving forward, ndimini?
Well, there's something pipeline. I wouldn't really want to talk much about it, but I have interest in teaching people, or maybe giving platform to Gudenga upholstery, because it seems as if more people vaita carpentry. Well, venda atitu fauchifuko kudiwa upholstery. So
Okay,
I
maybe
think
before you continue, can you differentiate? Upholstery,
yeah, okay. No, carpentry is more focused on wood work. So it's wood. This part of carpentry, it's wood.
Okay.
But then we talk about upholstery. This is upholstery. It involves
sofa.
fabric.
Oh.
So abiyajena fabric, we're now talking about upholstery. So mutu onoshumo oambadza the fabric, uwizofi he's an upholsterer. As a carpenter. Yeah.
Okay.
Carpenter ucheya aita the frame of a chair, but then wa upholstery uambadza the fabric on the frame.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, now we understand. So you want to teach people ukono ambaza
the fabric, because mostly it's carpentry work that's being done. Yeah.
So ziyakuno marazishuma zote aba batu bashuma
Vashuma vote mutu angabuya kona the carpentry work angakona noita upholstery.
afika kunya kuambiswa ngazo, so you will be teaching or kunya kuita a platform une batu bangabuda.
I just want to create a platform where people can come and learn, because a lot of people I would get calls, can I come just learn, can I come see, you know, but it's not really an easy thing having a lot of people or you cannot control it as well. So at least if angabana platform, then we'll be able to help. Yeah.
Number showroom I guy, but you can say it in detail. But bawanisani Gudani ene mune Gudani wula wu cleaner Gudani wa Empire Lifestyle.
Yeah. Okay, I've got Instagram and Facebook. So Gudani ene mune, it's Gudi Sioga on Instagram, and on Facebook it's Gudani Pel Sioga. And car cleaning at Pelis Cleaning Services, and with the furniture it's Empire Lifestyle and Interiors, both car Instagram and Facebook.
And look for Instagram and Facebook, other platforms. Why not on Twitter? It is the biggest. Okay, I mean Facebook is big, followed by Twitter.
Yeah.
Sioga Twitter.
Hey, I have an account.
Okay.
But I've got an account, but I'm not
an active person.
Yeah, I'm not. Like, I don't even know how it operates. And I've never been moved when people are busy talking, like Twitter. I've never been moved with Twitter. I don't know. Like, I'm just not there. But the way it ended up, I don't wish to be there because it's
it's not your scene.
Yes, it's not my scene.
Which is completely allowed. But I want you to talk to your people out there. Ngona mwe personally unazwine are ufwa platform afuna uzi address une wawana chipinga batu boku bangana for I can share this across. Yeah, I want you to talk to your people.
I would speak more on business side, because I just feel like a lot of people told them like advice, or they need to be motivated, they need to see someone doing it to actually want to do it. I have a lot of people when they come and like, yo, I'm so proud of you. How do you do it? We want advice. I want to start a business. What business can you advise me? The thing is, a lot of business people, they don't share the insight. It's tough. It's very tough. Trust me, it's tough. Like, we are to stress, we are to for you on my back, you know. Like, you know. And you, like, stress. In just for an example, on the furniture business, you would go a week, maybe with that client. It's a stress alone, because you're thinking, I've got employees that I have to pay. They've got families to feed, you know. There's rent, there's company cars that need to be paid. So it's not always the glam on the inside as it looks. Huna zwithu zwinzhi zwine as a business person you go through, but it's just a matter of not giving up. You fall, you get up. You fall, you get up. But it's nice. I don't regret resigning. It's a good space to be in. Like, you do what you want. You are free to express yourself because it's you. That's your business. You can wake up and decide to change something. You can wake up and decide to add something. And yeah, so in business it's not easy, it's not glamorous, but it's the best thing to do if you feel you want to be in the business sector.
Then it's worth it.
It's worth it.
Yeah, at least offer advice ine vhathu vanzhi avasokoiva uri ubona at least you get to wake up and nga tshifhinga tshine na funa na dzhia decision ine muṋe, but it's not as glamorous as it looks. Na nṋe ndo guda zwiṅwe ndo guda zwiṅwe hanefho. Fhedzi ndi khou livhuwa nga maanḓa u fhiwa tshifhinga Gudani uri ri ambe tshikolo tshine tsha khou ḓivha hone tsho gudisiwa. Hopefully I'll be part of it. A thi tou vha muthu o kona u shuma nga zwanḓa mara ndi tshi khou vhona vheiwe nṋe thi iti na nala mara ndi khou vhona no ita nala ni khou kona zwembo na nṋe ndi ḓo vha ndi yone hanefho. Fhedziha ri khou livhuwa nga maanḓa Gudani u fhiwa tshifhinga. Ri khou dovha hafhu na livhuwa na Red Dice Pictures uri fha tshikhala uri nṋe ndi kone u vha na nyambedzano heinoni na Gudani. Ri khou vhea